Hi, this is Slimedog.
And Topo.
And today we're playing Steamworld Dig 2 by Image Inform Games for the PS4. Published by Rising Star, which oddly does a lot of offbeat titles that often end up being way better than you'd think. But anyway, this is probably one of them because, like Steamworld Dig 2, this is quite a fun little game. In it, you play the part of a robot, and you're in sort of like a rusty kind of steampunk mining town.
Is everyone here a robot?
Everyone is a robot. Everyone you deal with in town is a robot. There's actually some, like, mutant people also in the game, but all the main characters are robots.
Even the one with the lobster claws?
Yes, this guy, he's a robot. Yeah.
That's a very specific robot.
Pretty much everybody's robots except for like some of the NPCs, but there's nice people to deal with too. They've got this sort of can humans and robots coexist thing going on.
Nail polish.
Right? I'm actually a fair bit into the game right now, so I've got a lot of the power-ups, including this backpack thing that you don't get until jetpack that you don't get until later. But it lets you jump and kind of fly around and makes getting around in the tunnels a lot easier than in the beginning.
Initially, you'll hit through stuff, but you'll have to go back. And you do take damage.
Before you get that, you can do a wall climb. From the beginning of the game, you can do like a little wall climb thing and get up there. And
but you'll have to backtrack and do stuff after you get the jetpack and various other items, I expect. There's
a run, and you've got your attack, which you can use to also dig, since it's a sort of an open-world digging RPG type thing. You spend a lot of time digging. You can also hit monsters with the pickaxe. I don't know why in SteamWorld Dig 1 it took me so long to figure out that I could just beat things with a pickaxe to kill them.
That makes sense.
But, like, I did not know this until 3/4 of the way through the game.
So what were you doing? Like punching them?
I was avoiding them for the most part. I had, like, guys all over the place that I hadn't killed because...
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah, it makes it a lot harder, believe it or not. Go figure.
Well, yeah. The upgrades?
There's a grappling hook there. You can shoot up into the side and grapple your way around. There's this steam jackhammer fist thing you can use to break tougher rocks and kind of break stuff a lot faster. There's certain harder rocks you can't actually get through unless you have the steam fist. This you can kind of launch these pressure bombs, which if they stick onto a wall, they blow up and explode. So,
which you'll see all of this working better once we get into the mines. But
so here's
the tools.
Did
you show the tools yet?
Okay.
I did just.
There's a couple like as you collect gems, as you kind of mine your way through here. You take the precious minerals back here and you sell them, and you can buy upgrades, permanent upgrades to improve the various tools, the jackhammer fist, the pickaxe. Your armor is just another heart on your life gauge. The backpack gives you more inventory slots to allow you to go get more stuff in one run and bring back bigger stuff in one loot. And the lamp is what illuminates around you in the mine. It makes it a lot easier to see the resources. But basically, almost all of your...
You buy these things, though.
Yeah, you buy them with the money that you bring back.
And some of them are locked? Yeah, like there's a level 14 lock.
Eventually, once you get like one of these items to kind of cap, then you can't improve it further until you hit level 14. And right now I'm level 12, so there's a few things that I can't upgrade further yet. There's also... on top of paying to level stuff, you can actually also put these cogs in. Cogs, you find they're the rewards from secret areas. And
like little Easter egg rewards.
Exactly, yeah. For certain puzzle areas, the caves that you find that are sort of instanced one-off dungeons that usually have some sort of puzzle solution. And like right now I've got 2, so I can put 2 into this thing, which is a pretty good ability. Or if you want, at any time, you can remove them and put them elsewhere. So with cogs, you can actually... It's kind of cool, yeah. You can like rearrange them and put, whatever abilities you need to get past a certain area, or wherever you think they're going to work out best. So I've got them in a lot of things.
They open up various things. Open up these later levels too.
They do, yeah. You upgrade additional cog slots by paying to level the related items, as well as by finding blueprints by searching and finding hidden stuff in the caves. So yeah, some of these guys are still locked for me because I don't have nearly everything in the game found.
No, you're a fair bit in, but not all the way in.
Yeah, that is true. Now let's see, where I left off actually has some digging. This is kind of
This is a pretty area too.
I like it. It really is. They actually have really nice environments in this game, and but like, see, you know, I kind of dug through and made all this stuff, and once you dig it, it stays dug, as it were. So, basically, you're kind of making your own kind of permanent maze layout. If you go nuts and just dig the heck out of everything, it's going to make for, like, really long drops that you kind of have to watch out for. So you want to leave yourself...
You can take damage with long drops.
Yes, you can. You can take fall damage. So you don't really want to, like, dig up every single square of the dirt. And I've already gotten all the resources out of this one. There's a monster who's on a floaty... There we go, I got him.
And when you hit him, he explodes out in 3 directions.
Right. This particular snail guy, once you kill him, he, like, throws thorns.
Spikes.
Like, yeah, a series of spikes that kind of pop around. And also, if you don't do that, he breaks other stuff, too. Yeah, like, he'll just charge and he'll break through the rocks that way. Sometimes he can break through to areas that you don't want him to break through to. Now, you see here, I just found a new cave. Like, this is one of those instance kind of areas that probably has either some cogs or maybe a relic. The relics are just fun pickups here that unlock more blueprints if you get enough of them.
The Kermie book.
The Kermie book?
Down. Here, one more. Here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dr. Groda's children's book. See, that's good old Dr. Groda. I don't know who Dr. Groda is.
No, nor do I.
Oh, the chainsaw. Feels like... Oh, Hello Catsy. I'm guessing that's like a Hello Kitty thing.
That's awesome.
But see, I've never been to this one before, so let's check this out.
What's that yellow thing?
That is a light pickup. You do that, and it refills your light gauge and gives you more light for longer. Usually in these instance dungeons, there's not as much stuff to dig, and you see how the ground is cracked on one direction in that block. That means you can only dig through it from that direction. So usually,
is there like a little arrow?
Well, it's kind of on the far side of it.
It's more cracked than this.
Like
side.
I can shoot a bomb there, but it's not going to blow it up because it's only vulnerable from that side. Yeah. Now, usually in these things, there's like that guy is probably where it's going to spit me out when I'm done doing the puzzle. Whoop. Spikes. Oh, I see. And usually these puzzle levels have a hook to them, like, you know, something that's kind of unique about them. And in this one, it looks like it's swimming underwater.
Which isn't an issue because you're a robot.
Yes, you don't
have a breath meter. I
did ask if you had
an air gauge, but apparently not.
Thankfully, no. You've got a water gauge, oddly, because a lot of your abilities run on water. And you can find little water areas in the caves.
There's a little... Oh, no, it's too dangerous. Don't go over there.
I think there might be stuff there.
Yeah, but I don't see how you can get over there. No, you can't get over there. I think you could shoot... Oh, no! Ow!
Secret!
Right.
What did I get?
Amigo figurine.
Oh, I got an Amigo figurine. Oh, hey, that's the guy from the first game.
That's
Rusty.
Awesome.
It's actually got a pretty cool story, too. Rusty is... You know, he's the guy from the first game, and he's gone missing. And she's trying to find Rusty. But Rusty also seems to have gone a little bit crazy or evil or something. So, you see something?
No, down to the left. But
down
that's
through here?
Yeah, but over to the left. But probably that's the way to go. So you probably should go to the... Yeah, I forget.
This is not the way to go. There's no way.
Oh, there's no way through.
Nothing in here. I'm taking a little bit of damage from the spikes, but it's not like killing me, so it's not
That's good.
The end of the world.
Oof.
But you can see, like, this is like solid rock. Even my jackhammer just can't get through it. And because I'm underwater, I've got an infinite supply of water.
Yes.
So I can shoot.
Don't you want the rocks?
What's it? Bombs and... Oh, you're right. Jeez, I didn't realize that was some minerals.
Gracious me.
I totally want these. Okay, let's see what we get.
Ooh.
Topaz, worth 40. That's actually a lot. Gemstones take up more in your slot than regular minerals do. But I've got one of those perks that I grabbed. Let's fit more of them in per slot. Like 2 instead of 1. Okay.
Wow.
Yep, and see, that was one of those directional ones. You can only hit it from one direction, and I hit it from the right direction. So it kind of blew up the ground. Now these guys I've never seen before. What are they doing?
They're shooting
things
squid
at
at
me.
you. That's fun. Watch out.
Shoot.
Ah.
Oh wow, I actually reflected one of his little squid things back at him and killed him. And got a trophy, which is nice because this game is super stingy about trophies. Here's another one that I'm going to have to
there you go.
get
Nice.
through. Kind of follow that and see where
So
it's
that
going.
one is, it's a little seam that you hit the beginning and it'll break all the way along the seam.
Yeah. Wait, I gotta wait until my reflecto thing recharges again for that'll work. Get on here. It's again, it's a perk that I got. See?
There you
So it bounces up and hits him. It's actually, it took a little bit of damage, but it's a way to kill him that way.
Ow. Ugh.
Oh, it looks like there's another secret over this way.
Yeah, but I'd say go down instead of through. But
I'll see if I can hook my way through. These guys. Thank God I took that reflecting perk, because otherwise there'd be no... Oh, I think I get it. I see. I can do it this way. Fire straight up. I can get him. Got him.
Oh.
And he got me.
Still got damage.
Slow. Okay, here. I can go over here.
Yes. And down here.
I think this is actually where I'm supposed to go.
Probably. There we go.
And see, I can dig
down.
Regular down here. Now, most of the game, this is the first area we've got that's got a big substantial amount of underwater exploration.
Right.
Most of the game is actually dry world stuff. This one just happens to have a lot of swimming because this is the gimmick of this particular dungeon.
Right. But it's also, I will say, these levels are... Ah, watch out, there's a guy above you.
Got him. The levels are what?
I like this level. I'm particularly fond of this underwater stuff.
There's a breakable rock, but I don't know where to hit it.
Hey, it homes on you. Humanese. You better watch out.
Taking damage though, which is...
Yes.
On the upside, I can shoot missiles till the cows come home because I'm underwater.
It uses water. You didn't explain about the water gauge up top. His missiles require...
The blue gauge up top, it's got 4 little segments, is my water gauge. And the missiles require water to shoot.
As well as... Once you were... There you go. What... You have a couple of other tools that require water.
Yes, the jackhammer will also slowly deplete your water as you go.
Right. Go that way.
But not your jetpack, which is useless underwater, apparently, because you can swim.
Well, you float.
Okay, I need to hit that one from the side. Oh, crap. Okay. I don't have any convenient way to kill him.
Wait until you're... Ah!
Okay, now I can. No?
No, I don't think so. Why can't you shoot up at him?
I can't shoot. I can't shoot while I'm...
Floating?
Yeah.
You could shoot that, though. Okay, phew. Made it around this way, at least. Oh, there's another one over there. Gracious me.
Okay, here. Like there, I need to be able to hit from there.
Up or down? Up or to
from the side, like here, but I can't...
You can't while you're swimming.
Yeah, you can't do your pickaxe, you can't shoot bombs. But there's an upgrade that lets you shoot bombs while jumping, I think, at level 14. So I guess I have to come back here and get it for then.
See, that's an example of... Oh.
Yeah, which is actually kind of funny. This game turns into a metroidvania after a while. Like, it starts out as a more traditional kind of... Well, I guess is Digger a genre? I don't know. That
I would say so, because we've had plenty of games that we've played that are the Digger genre type.
We have, yeah. That Super Motherload was one that we did that was actually a fun Digger type game. And the first one of these, here, I'm just going to get this guy.
Oof, thank goodness. You have to wait until you get down.
And the reason I can, after 30 seconds, reflect one of his things is that's one of those perks.
There you go.
Yeah, I can shoot up and get him.
Alright.
That I had to spend years to get, and I could reallocate later, but it turns out is super handy. Went the whole game without using it. Cogs, sorry.
See, we did clarify what is a gear and what is a cog.
Yes. Cogs are the teeth in gears.
Haha.
It turns out.
Oh look, there's a shiny.
And that's a cog. So we break it, we pick it up, and that gets you... Now we got one more cog that we can use to allocate on our little board there.
Now, you go over here to the right, and that's the quick way out. Oh, what's that? Light?
Yep, more light. And some life.
And there's that little way that I saw at the beginning. But now, when you come back here, and you can do your extra jump shot for that side piece, that'll still be open.
Yes.
It won't, close after you.
And the handy thing, the thing I like about these instance caves, you see on the map how it still shows the cave. When you've gotten all of the secrets in the cave...
Show the map, we can see it.
It's on the top corner.
Oh. No, I meant this
here
one.
too, I guess.
See how
you see, like those have some of those have check marks on them.
Right.
The check marks are ones that we've done. We found all the secrets.
Everything's cleared on it.
So it's all cleared out when it's got the check mark. If it doesn't have the check mark, then there's more stuff to find. Which
is
I kind of like. Yeah, it makes it a lot easier
if
you're
trying
to
collect cogs and stuff. Oh, don't go all the way down.
No, it only went down one because this is regular regulation dirt or something. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, they're going bounce crazy.
They're going bounce crazy. They're going to wreck everything. Get rid of them. Oh, man.
Sorry. Whew. But by wreck everything, he's saying that these gems that he can get here, if they burst through it, they destroy it and you can't get them, right?
And they can also make tunnels in a way that makes it difficult for me to get around.
Out.
So.
And since they don't repair themselves once you hit them, that's that.
Yeah. Now, like this guy, if I dig under it, it pops the mushroom. Oh, shoot. Oh, that's okay. I got it. I didn't mean to down. Usually you dig past and then you backtrack and you dig down one.
So that you got a ledge to stand on.
Yeah, you got it, but I forgot to do it that time.
But you still made it. Okay.
No, we're fine.
I'm glad he didn't drop that rock on you.
Oh my god, that would suck.
Well, you know,
the rocks will like insta-kill you. Whereas other stuff, usually you just take damage. And you see how I'm kind of going through and grabbing the,
Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah!
But, bouncy spike.
But, his, there we go. But, now you've got, there you go. How are you going to get, you're going to have to backtrack to get that, I'd say.
I'm not sure if I can.
Can't
because if I shoot up, it's not going to hit it. And I can't get it from on top. See, it's through that impenetrable rock.
Yeah, but you can do up and over.
Well, I can shoot, but I can't, like, the first one will hit. But then from here, let's see. Yeah, I don't have the range.
No, I meant up higher. Like, see where the bouncy up there is?
Yeah, there's an impenetrable rock over it. See, look. I'll show you.
Not that.
Oh, I can go over like this.
Yeah,
you're right. Oh, crap.
There you go.
Got it.
Phew.
Score one for Topo.
Steps there on the side, but I guess you have the jetpack, so it's less. But you could show how that would be important. I mean, you don't have to.
I can show, like what the.
Over on the right here, see that big long drop?
Oh.
A lot of times prior to the prior to having the jetpack, he would make sort of steps.
Right.
Down, on the way down, so that you don't have large amounts of bounce. But that was all bouncy.
Yeah, you can do the wall climb from the beginning, which is fine. The issue becomes, like, in some cases, you have to, like, if you've got an overhang, you can't get over the overhangs unless you have a jetpack. So you want to avoid leaving overhangs if you can. Just have plenty of room to...
And also, the map on the right shows those little pink dots, and those are the little gem
those are the
resources
that
he's sort of working toward. And apparently a door.
Although admittedly, the those gem squares that it's showing, that's a relatively new thing too for me. That's another perk that I picked up with gems. Before it didn't tell me. Like you had to actually see them, and that's why it was more important to have visibility.
Phew.
Wreck all sorts of stuff if you let them. There we go.
Excellent.
And so you can see my inventory at the bottom is starting to fill up. I've got all these different...
Yikes. Oh my goodness, with bouncing.
Get the heck out of here.
You can go down below and take away the
Man.
bouncies for him.
Is he going this way? Yeah.
Watch out for the bouncing spikes.
Oh, man. Got him.
Ah! Woo! Oh my goodness.
That was dicey.
Phew! Indeed. Now be careful.
Yeah, I don't want to drop that rock on my own head.
Because that would be...
Which, if you remember Dig Dug,
water!
I'm out of water.
Where's the water location?
Ooh, there's a elevator that takes me back up to the surface. Which I can use to fast travel down here also.
Is there water on this level?
There was some quite a bit of the ways up, but here it's faster just to go down here.
And get your
Go back
elevator?
to town real quick, yeah. And then that'll fill up my water.
Yay!
Above the acid swamp. Acid swamp?
What?
Who said anything about acid swamp? And see, now my gauge is filled up, and I can also see my...
your inventory is pretty full.
Precisely. the higher the level you get, the more of a bonus you get on your loot too. So 210. Do I have enough to buy anything? Let's go find out.
Should have 600.
A pack, body armor, or a 5th water tank. Oh, or the jackhammer. What do you think? Any preference?
No.
I'm gonna do the pack.
Not the water tank.
Not the water tank. And then this is, let's see, let's restore a bit of health by discarding resources. Well, I'm not gonna do that.
You have 1 cog.
Yeah, it only costs 1. I could actually afford to put it, but I don't want to do that. Because I pretty much never discard resources.
Those two.
Discarding resources grants you money.
Yeah.
And this causes pickups to emit a light.
That's interesting.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that. Although it's barely useful because already resources fly towards me because of another perk.
What about the one below it? Oh, you can't change it before you, and once you leave, right? You can only change your cogs here.
I'm not I think you can change it. Wait, let me check actually, that's a good point.
Oh, you can do it on the, also here.
No, you can't.
Oh.
You can just see how you had it set. Yeah, but you can't actually make changes. Here you can actually make changes.
Because the emit light seems like a silly one to do. As you mentioned, if you put the...
I can pull 2 off of this one too because I don't use the reflexes one too much.
And then you can do a 3 one now.
Yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
Do you have a good 3 one? What's that one?
Spawns extra water orbs by tiles destroyed with a pressure bomb, so that would make it easier to...
Like, make sure you keep water.
Okay, let's give that a shot.
A place where you, like where you just were, it worked out okay, but what about... Oh, that's another 3 there.
This guy's locked.
No, down.
This one,
Hobo King! Oh, you need...
gives cash value. Like, basically, it gives you less... You don't hold the low value stuff to sell it back here. It instantly cashes out lower value stuff.
That's kind of cool.
But it doesn't give you exactly the same as you would otherwise, so...
You do it at a bit of a loss.
Yes, exactly.
There's a handling fee associated with it.
Oh, precisely.
Though, keeps your bag from getting weighed down with junk.
Yes.
That fool's gold.
Much like Poshmark.
What?
I don't know. They're doing ads on TV.
I know.
It's about purses. You can sell your purses with them, right?
Right.
I don't know anything about that.
I know.
I don't have a purse. If I did, I would sell it.
At Poshmark.
Heck yeah. They offer the
Wait,
prices.
that close behind you.
Yeah, this particular type of ground. Let's see if I can close behind me there. Check that out.
Nice.
That particular, see how it looks different than the others?
It looks gooey.
It will close in behind you, which is actually sometimes helpful, like I showed there.
You can't bust that up as solid.
Right. Interesting. You see how there's a purple on the map over there? There's a purple to the
You're
right.
gonna have to go around.
Yeah. Not sure how we get there.
We'll get there eventually. Ooh, look at all this. Oh, these things. Likes.
Let's see what's behind me. Oh, crap. Okay. Sometimes it's handy to kind of cut a whole horizontal line directly across. That way you can be sure to have access. These things...
Shoot the thing, like break the... No, you can't. They're on solid rock. I see it now.
Right, yeah, I can't
I see
get
it
rid
now.
of those
I couldn't before. I mean, just as I was asking, thanks.
No, that was good. That was one of those resources that follows me because of another perk that I took.
Nice.
I guess I do have a lot of perks, really.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Notice how it's...
They're busting up stuff too, which is... Okay, this whole mechanic here...
This is weird. The purple stuff, by the way...
But then they're unbusting...
Yeah, then it grows back after it drips on it.
On the parts that are the unbustable type.
Yes.
Or the non-permanent. Oh, here's water. We're so close. Oh, but how do you get to it? Oh, I know you can't. Can you do that one now? Above you?
I can, but I still can't get
but
to...
See, there's stuff over there.
Yeah, you're right.
It's okay, it's sealed up behind you.
As soon as that gets through. Right.
Watch out. There you go. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
And there's water over there, too.
Wow, there's a lot of water
There's a
here.
whole slew of stuff over here.
And
Ooh,
now this is an
gooey
area
stuff.
that goes up and around. Like,
oh
if
my
I could go up,
goodness.
that's where the purple thing came from.
There's a whole line.
See what the
purple.
map looks like.
Goodness gracious.
I'm gonna go back over to that side and continue going down there before
Alright.
I'm back here.
Alright.
But yeah, I can't actually get to this water.
None of that's the breakable type of rock?
Right, that's
so
the
weird.
solid wall stuff. Yeah, it is a bit. I don't think that's not usual.
Intriguing. That was... Same for that water. Huh.
Now I'm kind of sealed in here, actually. It'll be really difficult to get out now at this point. I hope there's something good down here.
And the fun thing, it shows stuff in the background, too. Oh, there's a...
Oh, it's not water, it's like acid. Jeez.
Don't stand in that.
When they said acid lake, they weren't kidding, it turns out. Oh, this is a guy I can talk to. Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, Dorothy, how did you make it all the way down here?
I'm not Dorothy, Handy Gabby.
Oh, Handy Gabby.
You're Dorothy.
I'm Dorothy.
How could you not?
Aww.
Aww.
My pipes.
My pops!
Yeah, Handy Gabby. Huh.
Interesting.
Actually not too common to run into NPCs to chat to either, so... That's all acid.
Yeah. So you don't want to get in there. Just as well that it's sealed off, it seems. There's some gems there. Oh, I feel badly. Can we not help Gabby get out of here?
Oh, Gabby's cool. If Gabby wanted help, she would, like, snicker snort at me or something. I can't figure out what she's saying anyway.
She said my pipes.
My pipes.
My pipes. Well, there you go. Interesting.
I'm back up here. Interesting. Yeah, this is a new...
Ah,
crap. Definitely a new area. Oh man, I can't get out of here.
You can't break that?
I can't... No, because I don't have a way to hit to the side...
While you're flying.
While I'm flying. Right. Or jumping. Right. I can shoot to the side, and I can shoot straight up, but that's impenetrable. So I'm gonna have to go this way.
Oh. Thanks.
And hope I find a pipe that takes me back up.
I feel that you're over-exaggerating.
Marooned!
Exaggerating. Is that a book floating in the acid?
You see a book?
No, it looks like a book floating in the acid, though, doesn't it?
Where is it?
This way. I think it's just the way that part is colored.
Oh, I see that rock over there.
See,
yeah.
doesn't it look like a book, though?
I think so. I mean, I think it looks like a book, but yeah, I think you're right. It's just
the way it
texture.
looks.
Yeah. I wonder if I hit this. Oh, if I can break the piece above the drippers, it will actually get rid of a dripper.
That's what I was about to say earlier, but then I saw that they were solid, and I was like,
a lot of them run solid, yeah.
Good
Not
to know.
all of them.
Good to know. Good to know.
Oh boy. Oh, flute. Thank God for that perk that lets me stand in acid for a second.
See, this one has solid over it, so you can't.
Yeah, I can't run and grab that. Oh, the rock, if it's infected and you're standing on it when it blows up, you take damage.
Oh. Interesting. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. Zoinconium. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, Zoinconium.
I had no idea that was a thing.
I still don't know what Zoinconium is. Now that's acid.
You don't want to go in there at all.
I keep trying to like, ooh, there's water. It's not water at all. Stupid acid swamp.
It did say something acid.
Teach me to not read anything ever.
Right. There you go.
Yowza.
Oh, down below there's some more. There you go. Still have a little bit more down there, and then...
I can't get around easily, so I'm just gonna have to go down now.
I think so.
We have myself stuck.
No, you have to keep going. Down there's another thingy. Why are you giving up on that pink piece? We're like a square away from it. Why did you give up? There, see it?
That one? Ooh, but I found the thing that gets me back to the surface, which is handy because I am almost dead.
Ooh. Oh, best to take that then. Oh my gosh, there's so much more. Okay, we can't do this whole area. This is going to be too long of a...
Well, no, that's fine. I just wanted to, get through it. And that
shows...
Apparently, that's the acid swamps.
Avoid it carefully? I mean, I'm sorry. Negotiate carefully?
Yes. Handle with care.
Phew. Okay, got some stuff. Got full up. And you're Dorothy, money. By the way. We found a Gabby who is not super well.
Yes, Gabby's safe.
Gabby is Gabby,
at least.
But not understandable. But okay.
No, ironically for Gabby. Oh, and look, this guy here is something to tell me. Ooh. He's happy with how many artifacts I've found.
Nice. So there's this whole story going on as well. It's not just any rate. There's the gist of it. There's the story where you're trying to find the robot from the first game.
Yes, and there's a lot of earthquakes going on, and the earthquakes are gonna ruin the world if you can't stop them. So
we need to go figure out what's going on with that.
We're trying to prevent the earthquakes.
Right, and find your friend.
And find your friend Rusty. But there you go. That is Steamworld Dig 2.
Very fun, very well put together.
Yep.
Looks nice, crisp and clean.
Mechanically solid. Yep, it's a really fun game, and on one hand, there's not a lot to it. On the other hand, it's a cool little...
There is a lot to it, though.
There is a lot to it. Yeah, there is. And there's a ton of secrets is the best part. Like, if you like the sort of game where you have to go checking walls, metroidvanias, right? If you like that in a game, there is a ton to find in this game. So, it's a really fun game.
Show the map.
Here's to give you an idea of the scope of what I found so far. Like, it's pretty substantial. And I think I'm getting towards the end-ish. Not that the map's going to show you spoilers per se.
We just did that little bit of green right there is what you witnessed today. And it wasn't even all of that green.
Here's where you start, and then here's the first town to give you an idea for the scope. So, there you go.
Well, I hope you enjoyed it.
I sure did. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.